everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching the Art Print. This is Chitranga and I post content related to flat lays, photography, basic tips and tricks. So if that interests you, then please keep on watching till the end of this video, because today I'm going to talk about all the different types of backgrounds that will come in handy for you, and you will get it easily available at any local store or any online stores available. So if that interests you, and if you're into flat lay photography and you are just scratching your brain out to choose what backgrounds to go for, so this video might be right for you. So please keep on watching till the end, and without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. So I have always mentioned the idea of flat lays and the usage of flat lays into branding your content or shoots, promoting any products or styling products or anything. Flat lays are really great way to enhance anything that you want to do, and it provides a really good area to try out things, experiment with variety of props and backdrops and all of that stuff. And it's really easy to create if you just know the tips and tricks, and you've got to work with each and everything that you already have without going out in the markets and buying out fancy stuff. Just get started. If you go out on my channel, you can find a whole playlist on flat lays, how to choose subjects, how to choose your aesthetics and all of that. In case you find anything difficult, just head on to this page and you'll find anything that you need for. And eventually I will be putting up videos related to any aspect of flat lay photography. So as we're talking about this video, I'm going to provide you some really easy backdrop ideas that you can choose for while going to flat lay photography. Not stressing about it enough, what backgrounds to go for, how to choose props. First of all, you need to work out with your props, what props you want to go for, how to choose a subject. I have made all those videos so far on my channel. You can go and check everything out after watching this one. In case you are in a dilemma about what props to go for, easy prop ideas at home, I have made a video on that, so all those will be linked in the description box. Enough about promoting all my videos, I'll stop. For me personally, when I begin developing a concept for my flat lay or any flat lay shoot, then I tend to write everything down. What subject I'm going to use, what props I'm going to use for that particular subject, are they color coordinated well, what backdrop I'm going to use. It's like a joint effort. Everything adds into that perfect flat lay picture. So you don't have to worry too much. It's not rocket science. It's very easy if you just take it lightly and tread lightly with your easy steps. So first of all, you are not going to choose the first background you see while you have conceptualized a shoot or anything of that sort. You need to put in really good efforts to see about all the aspects of that backdrop, the texture, the color, and how it is color coordinating well with my props. So the first background that I'm going to advise you is go with chart sheets. Chart sheets are really a good way to just get started with flat lay photography. They come in variety of colors and you can just experiment each and every prop with them, and they come for $8, I guess, so that's really handy. So just go for chart papers, white, black, any color you want. They're available everywhere and you don't have to run around too much. So go to any local store of yours or any online store, you can get chart papers for $8 each. You just have to master the art of light and shadow, how you're going to place the props and how they're contrasting well with each other. So go for any chart sheet of any color and see the subject are well coordinated with that particular backdrop. Next type I'm going to suggest is fabrics of any kind, but it should be plain. I'd suggest go for plain backdrop with not too much jazz happening over it, with really neutral and subtle tones. And for fabrics, you can go for anything like silk clothes or white cotton sheets, anything. I personally like to use white clothes because, as you know me, go with any color of the subject or any props, and you don't have to think too much about adding the fillers and all that brain scratching stuff. So just go for any type of fabric. Silk works really good and kinds of add that reflectiveness if you're using natural light or artificial light. For whatever's your choice, any fabrics would do the job. You just have to know that you're just starting out. You don't have to put in a lot of effort. You just start out and eventually everything will work out in your favor if you're really interested in. Next type I would suggest is tabletops, wooden backdrops. And you all must be having wooden tables at your home. You don't have to worry about getting a new table from the market. Add that textured effect to your pictures. They kind of add that vintage effect to your pictures. They don't reflect the light so much until you have a reflective tabletop. Next you can go for is printed backdrops. You can go to any online store on Instagram. I'll leave some links in the description box in case you want to check them out. Printed backdrops really work for you well, because when you want to shoot anything that's wet or that will kind of leave a mark, because after shooting, for example, if you're shooting food photography or anything that will leave a mark or residue, then you can just clean it up or wipe it off with a cloth and your printed backdrop will be new as before. So printed backdrops can really go well for food photography or anything that can leave a residue. And for dry props, you can use backdrops such as chart papers or cardboard sheets. Next backdrop you can go for is tiles. Everyone must be having flooring with tiles, or if you don't have that, you can always go to the market. I won't suggest you to go and buy tiles because obviously they will be expensive. Why not invest that money in buying printed backdrops and vinyl backdrops that come around $1,000 or something? So yeah, it's up to your choice. So next backdrop idea would be rugs or blankets, because they add that fine texture, and if you want to shoot anything, for example cozy blanket, flat lays, all of that. If you have carpets with neutral colors and not so much happening, you can use them as backdrops as well. Next up, you can use baking sheets. Yes, baking sheets. Baking sheets come in really good colors, for example off-white and neutral browns and beige. You can use that because you can just crumble those papers and it will add a good texture and depth to all of your pictures and the subject as well. Or else you can go for wooden floors. They would also go really well as backdrop. For example, if you want to shoot food photography, you need that depth and shadow in your pictures, and if you want to shoot travel flat lays, maps would work really well. There are some travel backdrops as well. I'll link all of those Instagram handles in case you want to buy those backdrops. Next up, what you can go for is plain bed sheets, or any bed sheet which has minimal motifs on it, and they act as really well for bookstagram pictures and vintage vibes to your flat lays. Next up, you can go for is cutting boards or chopping boards. It would work really well if you have wooden boards or wooden chopping boards, because they kind of add that rustic vibe to your pictures, and your flat lays will look really organic and well textured. Next up, you can use thermocols. Also have that self texture. Mostly thermocols come in white colors, so choose props that are well suited with that particular backdrop. So yeah, you just have to master the idea of using the subject along with the props that color coordinate well with the backdrop that you're going for, and you have to ideate your pictures beforehand so that nothing is messy when you're shooting. You don't have to run here and there finding props, just messing everything up, and to prevent yourself from panicking. These are really good to just get started with. There are tons and tons of backdrops. Anything for a backdrop, if you know how to place the subject and props and how to coordinate them well with each other, anything can turn into a backdrop. So yeah, I hope you liked this video and got some ideas about backdrops that are really easy to find. Please subscribe to my channel because that's necessary for me. Bye guys.